This is Psalm 69. Start at verse 30. I will praise the name of God with a song, and will magnify him with thanksgiving. This also shall please the Lord better than an ox or bull or bullock that hath horns and hoofs. You see? Giving thanks and praise is better than sacrificing animals, man. Okay? And that's what that leper did, man. He came back and he gave thanks with a loud voice. He lifted up his voice and gave thanks to the Most High, man. Okay? How many of y'all doing that today in Israel? Huh? Praising the Most High with a loud voice, man. Okay, let's go to 1 Corinthians, chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Start at verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. You see, when you consider it of the Lord, you're willing to give up your life, your possessions, everything that you have to please the Lord, man. Like Paul said, I count all things but dung that I may win Mashiach, man, Messiah. All right. And when the Lord told that rich young ruler, if you want to be perfect, sell all that you have, give to the poor, and follow him. He was grieved, man. He was grieved because that was too much of a challenge for him, man. See, he did not really consider this walk that you walking when you in this truth, man. See, the Lord said, man, which of you intending to build a house sitteth not down first and count the cost, man, to see if you have sufficient enough to build. This is what you got to do. You got to consider, man, before you come into this thing. You got to consider how this is going to be, how this walk with the Lord is going to be, man. Should I take a wife? Should I not? Should I take a husband? This is the thing, consideration you got to be prudent and think about, man. Okay? Because a man without a wife that's trying to serve the Lord is trying to serve the Lord wholeheartedly, man. He ain't half-stepping. He trying to come into perfection, man. Or of a sister not being married to a man. She's trying to come into that perfection, man. She being considerate of the Lord, how she may please the Lord. Okay? So this is what you got to consider, man, when you come into this truth. You got to sit down and count the cost, man. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to forsake in this life so that you may win Hamashiach Yahushua, like Paul said? I count all things but dung that I may win Hamashiach Yahushua. This is the counsel that you must consider. You got to have this counsel within yourself, man. You understand? This is what you got to think about. Okay? All right, 1 Corinthians 7 and 33. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. You see? Why did he say that, man? That's deep. Because, no, not to offend women, but most women are geared and they're basically geared mentally, spiritually, to be basically their whole existence is set upon things of this world, man. Because in order to please a woman, what? You gotta have the world. Or you must have things, you must have things that are pleasing to a woman that's worldly, man. Okay? A worldly woman, right, is gonna want the worldly possessions and things of this world, man. She's not gonna be geared and set towards serving the Most High. Just like any man. A man could be the same way, man. Okay, because if you got a worldly husband or wife, you gotta constantly seek to please them. Which means you gotta go out into the world and obtain those possessions and prizes and rewards that they will be pleased with. That's why Paul said here, but he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. Because if you married to a worldly woman, you're gonna have to go after those worldly things to please her. Okay, let me get something real quick. Most High willing, I'll find it.